Hey nothing, how are you doing? Yes, it's like today is going to be like short showcase for my it's Arknight's Enfield account, just like for maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that, because recently, like, yeah, I usually post the videos about the game, like, you know, like teasers, like in-game cutscenes, etc., something like that. So yeah, and I got a question about like if I ever played the game, you know. So yeah, I decided to do the like short showcase of my account because I play the game since release. Oh, I don't want to say I'm super like, you know, like something special and do all of the stuff. I try to grab all of the primogems, aka like local currency, you know, but quite casual, I would say, you know. But anyways, I go for the characters, I go for weapons, I do like daily stuff, and today I haven't done anything yet, so yeah, as you can see, so yeah, I need to do it. Hey, how are you doing, Islam? Hey, Desta. Hello, King, so what are they playing today? Today, like, yeah, it's going to be Genshin most of the time, but I wanna do my Arknight's Enfield show account showcase for like 15 minutes or something, do dailies, show you what characters I have, weapons, and how game it is. It's not a bad game when it comes to time management, to be fair, you know why? It's super easy. Doing no fall damage whatsoever, so yeah, that's super fun. So yeah.
You can't escape gravity! I'll cover you! Strike at the top! A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
Let us make sure this excellence continues.
Okay, so yeah, let's do dailies. Dailies is actually super easy. You just need to like reach this 100 point, and by just doing login and a complete daily task, you can achieve that. Also, okay, what's just oh my god, are you kidding me? That's the first time actually. Usually you don't do like this chat or something, you know, you just go straight to that robot. Just a second. Okay. Pretty fun game, but let's say like that. This game is like way more, not way more, but more complicated than Genshin and any other gacha games. You know what the problem with this game is? So what should I do? Scan for place. Bro, I just want to do like just a second. Follow the trial and locate the robots. Okay. Just a second. Usually it's not like that. Looks like it's like that today. Damn, bro. Okay, maybe I'll do it later. Because daily, yeah, lost robots. Okay, all right. Let's. You need to do ACI stuff, you know. Oh, okay, it's like that today. Let's check that. I don't have all of the characters. I missed a lot because you know why? This game is, it's alright, but let's say okay. Damn. Are you kidding me?
Strike at the top! Let's flip the world! For a sunlit earth of light! Crush them all! Target locked, fire!
And it's not like Okay, it's done. So a daily is done. And you can see like you reach 100 points, that's it. It's dailies, its currency is completely different. I can show you so yeah, this one weekly routine, so yeah, this one is also just a second. This one, you need to do it. Oh, let's say like that. It's some sort of the procedures you need to do like every time you join the game, every time you start the game, like every single day, let's say like that. Not annoying, but you know, like on top of that, let's say like that, you finish the dailies, right? You can check it here. It's completely different. It's not like in Genshin. When it comes to menu, I would say it's way more structured than Genshin and Wuthering Waves. When it comes to combat system, it's a little bit annoying. You know why? Let's say like that. In this game, you cannot switch the characters by pressing 1, 2, and 3, like key numbers. You just...
Onward, team.
Maybe you can, I don't
I shall
know,
live up
but
to your
you
trust.
switch the characters by pressing Q button on the keyboard.
I'll keep this letter safe.
By pressing one time, you do the skill. But by holding them, you use a burst. Like 1 for first character, in this case it's Fungi. For second one is my Perlica. Third one is I like she has a vortex. It's extremely crazy. And also like the last one is my Arcane. Good character actually, not gonna lie. All of the characters like 5 stars has unique flash steps. Like for example, Arcane is like that. Manga is something like that. And Gilberta is, you see, like she's like flying. It's cool. Like yeah, something like that. It's actually cool. Okay. Other than that, it's actually the most easier stuff, I would say. But the most difficult stuff is AIC fabrics you need to care about. That's a pain in the ass, to be fair. It's... Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Hey Glass, how are you doing? So yeah, I'm good. How are you doing, Mirak? So today, quite surprised you're still playing. How about Vuva? Yeah, still I play Vuva as well. But you know what? I spent time on Vuva less than on Arc Knights actually. Arc Knights a little bit like, even though I... What's that? Oh, for real. Ah, okay. You know what's that? Recently I sent a message to the support that sometimes when you do... You know what's the problem with this game? I don't know why is that. When you farm with your main character, for example with... yeah, you cannot switch it here. For example with Arcane, crystals, etc. or something like that, right? When you grab those crystals, you get all of the crystals from that place. For example, if you see like 2 crystals, right, you grab all of them. But if your allies grab the crystals, sometimes you actually missed a couple. And recently I write to the support that like it happens to me like a lot of times, especially when I grab that poo-poo stuff. You know what's that poo-poo stuff? Yeah, it's fun, but let me show you. Poo-poo stuff is kind of like a poo-poo which you need to collect from cows. You know this one? Yeah, and you need to use them to grow something, you know, like it's kind of like fun, like I can show you, but yeah, it's like, just to say, let me show you. Game pretty fun, not gonna lie, just let me change, but complicated at the same time, you know, it's not easy as you expect. It should be in Wuling if I'm not mistaken, Wuling stuff, yeah, this one, this place, just a second. Just like, yeah, give me like about 15 minutes. I will show my characters, my weapons. I just wanna like short introduction to the game, and after that I will switch to Genshin because we have a lot of to discuss in Genshin. Genshin has just like, yeah, it drops that special program announcement, and also like I change my strategy on, I think I will change my strategy on pulling. I will show you. So yeah, you see these coves, if you touch them, they drop that, you know, this stuff. Yeah, you need to grab them to use it in the future to grow some, yeah, you need to use them. So yeah, the amount of cops in here, it's about 15 or something. So if you put all of them, you need to grab 15 of that stuff, you know. But if your allies grab them, you get only 13 or 12, etc., something like that. And by the way, it's a problem since beginning of the game. I just like decided to do like a contact with support staff today, support crew today, to like explain, because like it happened to me with on crystals as well. It's a bit annoying, you know why? It's not so crucial, but again, why not? Alright, so yeah, let's do another stuff which you need to do daily, and it's about yeah, as you can see, my map is completely opened. I recently done this like all the place except this place. Most likely I need to go through the, you know, I need to level up that AIC facilities. Oh, sorry, I said I'm Zoro. Hey Zoro, hi Zoro. So how are you doing? I became like enemy because like privacy. It's, yeah, that's true. How are you doing, Zoro? And to be honest, I was quite generally surprised when you said you play. Oh yeah, I played. Oh, you play the, if you say that too, it means like you play that Arknights Enfield as well. So yeah, actually not a bad game again. It's a little bit complicated, not like Genshin, because Genshin is super easy. Because this one is, yeah, you see that fabric, oh my god, that's terrible actually. Because even though you can get blueprints to build fabrics, as you can see, I grab a lot of them, you still need to do some adjustment. It's not like you grab the blueprint, place the stuff, and you're ready to go. No, no, not like that. It's a bit complicated. You need to know how it works actually. Again, not so difficult. What you need to do else, you need to like sell this stuff. It's dailies, because you know why? Let's say like that. You see that heavy herinate, or like, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Why is that? When you sell them, you get these points. It's kind of like EXP points or something. I don't sell completely because sometimes you might be low on that, and it's can cause you huge problems. So let me sell that, and then I will show you my characters. Just a second. It's a different stuff, by the way, in a different places. You see, it's this one is another one. The max level possible is 4. Here I can sell all of them because I have like spare parts, let's say, and I want to reach that as soon as possible. On top of that, and yeah, when you sell them, you earn some currency. You see that? It's bills. By the way, each region has its own bills. Game, when it comes that stuff like currency stuff, it's extremely greedy because each region has its own currency. It's a little bit annoying, to be fair. Not like in Genshin and Mora. But it's not so difficult to earn. Like, you know why? You just build fabrics, you just get the mats, and you just sell them in daily basis. That's it. Oh, you need to know what to sell, of course. You get to there because, like, again, as I mentioned, game way more complicated than any other games and it's like gacha system is different. Let me show you what I have when it comes. So yeah, when it comes to characters. So yeah, weapons. let's begin with the characters.
Be of Therian will. Move as a razor's edge.
So yeah, I have fungi or fungi. I don't know like how to pronounce. It's fungi, but it's not Genshin fungi, you know. Gilberta, crazy character, a crazy support one. Arcane is the most recent one. I went for Arcane because she can be a support and DPS. It depends on what gear you use on her. Then like it's Traveler, Endmin. Yeah, Pogranichnik, I don't use him, to be fair. Ardelia, I have a Constellation 1. Then like this last ride, I don't use her, but she's alright. I guess, maybe. And the last one is Ember.
Is far from over.
So yeah, and the 4 stars. Unfortunately, like, yeah, 4 stars in this game are extremely useful, but you know, like, I already have all of them at Constellation 6. So yeah, you know, like 5 stars is like that, this is 6 stars.
My
So there has different, you know, red one, orange, and like kind of like purple stuff. When it comes to weapons, I have like signature on arcane, I have signature on fungi. Also I have signature for that pyro lady. I couldn't get her unfortunately. Signature on Ardelia, and that's it. And you see, like, I have ton of 5-star weapons. When it comes to gacha system, it's a bit different. I have a lot of currency, but I don't spend too much. I go only for characters I like. Wow, you skipped a lot of characters. No wonder you have so much. Yeah, I skipped a lot of them. I wish the ham hit. He didn't actually ignore him. Okay, what? Just a second. That guy is watching Indian YouTubers Genshin streams daily. By the way, what? Just a second, let me just... Vortex Mora coming to stream last time. Who is that? Do you need a degree? Yes, like Mirak. Okay, let me just... sorry, I missed some. Do you need a degree? Actually, Mirak, it's close to the... You know what's the problem is with Arknight? Oh, you need to learn all of that AIC powers, AIC fabric stuff and facilities, because, you know, just as I mentioned, by just getting blueprints and place them, it's not... I will show you about the blueprints. It's a pain in the ass, to be fair. For real. It's like, even if you just like play the game for this amount of time, it's still difficult. Because, you know, every time you get something new, for example, in this version, we got like new stuff, which is gas stuff. It's completely different, and like I will show you formulas. It's really difficult. Vortex, is it Dream Mora coming to stream last night? Like, by the way, he still talks to me. Dream Mora. I don't know who is that Dream Mora. To be fair, Zoro. Oh, Dreamer. No, it isn't. No, yeah. I haven't seen him for a long time. Well, you skip, yeah, that's true. Before you have like fungi, what's team you're... Oh, before fungi, I used Pogranichnik team. Wasn't so good. You know why? Pogranichnik is actually pretty powerful, but the problem is Pogranichnik, he is a SP character. And because of that, you need someone who just like, you need someone to help him to build that SP stuff. And that's difficult. It's better to use like elemental stuff. And by the way, you know what, guys? Arknight's Infield has reactions as well, like in Genshin Impact. You can do like in Wuthering Waves, just buffing the characters by switching on using skill and burst, but at the same time it also has reactions, which is a cool part actually. Like, let's say like Fungi is an electro character, and you need Perlika to build some, you know, it called... Just a second, let me just... You see this? This is stacks, 9 stacks you can get, and if you get all of them, her damage is actually extremely good. So yeah, also like Arcane is kind of for crowd control and additional damage or field damage, and Gilberto for crowd control and debuffs and buffs, and Pelika for stacks. It's not a great team, because actually the better team for this one is use this character instead of Gilberto. But Gilberto is super cool.
Ciao! Wanna head out for a walk?
That's why I use her.
Colors of the sky look absolutely fabulous.
But to be fair, like when it comes to graphics, when it comes to gameplay, game is amazing. Like way better than any other what I've played so far. Fungi, okay, yeah, that's Fungi. Fungi, I think you need to a degree say playing Arknight is just a job at this point. No, it's not. But again, like what can I say? Sorry, I mean like dreamers. That's okay, Zora. Call it fun guy. Okay, it's fungi. Let it be. What about the formulas, by the way? Let me just show you. For example, you can build facilities, but when it comes to blueprints, let's say facilities. Oh, no, let's say not facilities. Let's say you need to assemble something, right? For example, that's this stuff. If you just like okay, when you key sorry guys, but when you click that button, it will show you all of the you need to, you see that? So yeah, what's that? To build only one of this, you need like this one, using like refining unit to create this one. After that, you need like this stuff to create this one. On top of that, you see that it's all formulas and different facilities like what's that? Purification unit. Sorry guys. So yeah, gas and other stuff, solid gas. Then you get solid gas transmission most likely, packaging unit, you need like mounting unit, you need gas extractor. So all of this stuff, and let me show you what is that about. So yeah, you maybe need a degree to build that stuff. You see this gas stuff? To get the gas in this place, what I did, just a second. You see this like pipelines? So you need to do like different stuff, and some of them goes to another like part of the map. Just a second. You see that? That's crazy actually. It took some time to do that, and you need at least some knowledge, to be fair. It's not that easy. When it comes to gameplay again, it's pretty easy, but it's completely different. It's not like in Genshin. I like Genshin game combat system more than this one, but it's also pretty fun. Too much, so extremely much. Oh, Dreamer's like, yeah, he still can tag me. Oh yeah, all's fine. Yeah, that's true. It's extremely, let's say like that, complicated if you compare like, but if you just, let's say like that, get used to that, it's not so difficult. The difficult part is just start the game, to be fair, because when I started, it was actually difficult. Now, yeah, you see that gas stuff, also like protocol stash. You can do like, for example, I have couple places where I just like randomly create some stuff. Just a second. Where was that? Just it wasn't here. When it comes to map, yes, they need to do something with the map, to be fair. You know why? You know what's the problem with the map? Map is a little bit complicated. It's not so easy. It's not like in Genshin where you just like went to the point you want, like I mean like waypoint, and that's it. It's a bit complicated. You can grab some stuff from the map, which is actually cool, you know, not all of them, but only this one actually. You also have something which called a store. Just a second, let me show you. Where you can buy some different stuff, like this one. Stock redistribution terminal. I remember that day when like Warthog forgot to read like the. Oh yeah, I remember like it's like, yeah. Actually, to be fair, guys, you know, like if you getting crazy about like missed, it happens on the stream about the missed comment. It's actually like, yeah, it's not my fault. So yeah, it's better like that, I'd say. Okay, you see that one? Let's go like, you can buy something by that millions of like, but yeah, some of them are super expensive, to be fair. It just says 3 million. If I'm not mistaken, I have one. No, I don't have. Oh yeah, also you want like, let me show you something. You also have like this place, which is a starship or something, but it's actually the fun part. You know why? Just a second, let me show you. Like interaction in this game is actually way more better than in Genshin Impact and in just let me do it real quick. In Genshin Impact, yeah, you need to do that as well. It's, I don't know what's that, to be fair. It just gives you this point, and you can spend something here again. Just a second, let me spend them real quick. Why is that? Because everything which is higher than 300 will be just disappear, you know. So yeah, these 14 points will be disappeared like tomorrow. So yeah, what is that about? Just a second, let me go. Interaction between Dreamers was just like impatient, maybe. Also, he told me he is writing important exam. Oh, okay, like I wish him best of luck. Anyway, so yeah. So, like, what's that about? If you interact with the enemies, oh yeah, you see that? It has something.
Please accept this, Endman.
Okay, I will accept this one.
Inman, take this. It's a tiny something I brought from the snowfields.
This is actually, you know what? When you play the characters in Genshin, they just like you increase their friendship level. It's kind of like the same thing. Just a second. But you can do the opposite. Oh yeah, пограничник.
Dejang is much larger than I expected, but I hardly spent any time familiarizing myself with...
You can offer gifts.
Thank you for your gift, Administrator. I take it as a commendation as well. And please accept this as my token of gratitude.
That's actually amazing. I like this stuff so much. Let me just go with the different characters. I don't know if I can find Ardelia. Ardelia is the craziest one. Oh yeah, champ. Hey, Envin.
Whoa! I almost didn't see you, Enman. Yeah, I was trying to perfect a new move and didn't see where I was going. For me? Wow! I'm totally gonna open it right now!
Yeah, like it's kind of the same interaction, but it's super fun. And you have like all of the characters. Even if you don't, if I'm not mistaken, even if you don't have a character, oh no, if you don't have a character, you cannot interact with them. But it's still super fun. Can we switch to Genshin? Oh, Zora, this game is kind of boring to me. Okay, no problem. Rumors. Alright, so yeah. That's it with this game. It's again not so difficult or something, but yeah, it needs some time to get used to. It's fun, but again, it depends on your preferences. It's about like a gacha system, completely different. Like wishing for weapons, it's completely different. It doesn't have like separated wishing medals or something. You just need to gain them from when you wish for a character. I mean, maybe you can by gaining something by buying battle passes or something, I don't know. Yeah, so it's like that. Alright, just a second. Let me just do some adjustment and let us switch to Genshin. So it's about time. It took more than I expected, sorry guys, 30 minutes. Yeah, because Genshin is, oh my god, Genshin is like, yeah, I completely changed my strategy on pulling, and I will share with you now, because you know what's the problem with Genshin is now? It's what I mentioned earlier. The building, the teams in Snezhnaya are going to be extremely difficult. Why? They force you to go for characters which is actually not so powerful at the moment, and you need to change them in the future. That's why what I decided to do actually, I maybe will skip Odette. You know why? Even though Odette looks extremely crazy, she definitely will give you something. The problem with Odette is she is not a healer, so you need at least Constellation 2 Alyosha. And if you don't have Alyosha, you need to use another someone. For example, I don't know, maybe some Cookie, you know, which is actually not so useful. That's a problem. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, Yoni. So yeah, why would you skip her? Oh yeah, I will explain. I heard like Chivruz will be in the banner. Like Mirak, if Chivruz will be in the banner, I will go for her. But Chivruz most likely will be in Arlecchino's banner. But Arlecchino will be on the second phase, so I assume that Odette with Flins on the first phase, Arlecchino with Inefo on the second one. In that case, Chivruz should be on the second phase, not first phase, you know. If Chivruz is going like that, I definitely go for that. But the problem with Odette, why I wanna skip? The problem with Odette is, let's say like that. Let's do a couple tests. I haven't done anything, but yeah, what? Yeah, let's do what? Now I use this thing. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, what looks like? Will you do a stream Friday after 7 point lifetime? Like, oh, maybe. I don't know exactly, but if we will get some extremely crazy special program, why not? I mean, you know which one? The Chinese version, which lasts for 1 hour and 30 minutes, something like that. And if they show Piero, actually, I was so hyped when I saw Piero. That was crazy, actually. His voice, yeah, I made a video. You most likely watched that. So yeah, like, you know, like that's extremely. I like him a lot, to be fair. But yeah, maybe. Vortex really, I want to pull Raiden from lore perspective because she is my favorite god, but her damage. So no, let's say like that. Let me say you something about the future of the games. In Snezhnaya, what's the problem with Snezhnaya and why I just changed my strategy on pulling? If you're free to, if you like, let's say donate something and you can get all of the characters, go for all of them. The problem with Snezhnaya, if you compare with Natlan or nod-krai, and with Natlan especially, with nod-krai, how it was, we got the main DPS, supportive characters, or supportive characters, the main DPS, and you could build the team like by getting the characters. That's cool. And Snezhnaya is going to be completely different. Why? We got Stellar Conduct Cryo, we got Stellar Conduct Electro, we will get Stellar Swell, completely different characters and archetype, and we also will get a new type of reaction, which is Dendro Electro and Dendro Cryo. If you remember, we got that in Imaginarum Theater back. It was in version 5.0, something like that.
I allowed my...
Because of that, they will release 1 or 2 Dendro characters within this version. And by the way, that was already leaked actually couple versions ago, and we will get that in Miliastra as well. So you can use that reaction in Miliastra. I mean Dendro Cryo and Dendro Electro. Some sort of second stage transformative reaction, extremely powerful, but it's circle impact because it's create a field, small field like Bennett's burst field. So the point is, we will get like roughly 5 different archetypes. Yes, you can say that Stellar Conduct and Stellar Conduct, which is Cryo and Electro, is the same. Yes, that's true, but the bosses you need to fight with that reaction will be different. You know, and that's a problem. So let's say like that, even if you get Sandrone at the moment, Sandrone will not carry you when we will get the, like, yeah, like in diary mode. In fearless mode it's possible, but in diary mode it might be a little bit difficult because they just like can, like, you know, like limiting the cryo like damage and force you to go electro, you know, something like that. Again, don't forget about swirl, because at the moment, like back then, before update, Stellar Conduct could activate Stellar Swirl. Now it's not like that, so you cannot use Sandrone to activate Stellar Swirl. So she's not going to be so good within that archetypes. Also, set works. DPS set, Stellar Swirl set, Stellar Swirl DPS set works on fielders only. So you cannot use that set on off-fielders. That's a problem. So it's like extremely huge limitations. Also, they nerfed Alyosha. And what's the problem with Alyosha? Let me just go the team, like not this one, the team I used in diary. Sorry, I missed some comments. I will check that. So yeah, in at the moment in diary mode, I use this team, which is Official, Chi-Chi, Sucrose with TDDS, and Sandrone. Like on my account, this is the most powerful team for Sandrone. Just let me check the comments then. What I really want to pull that. Oh, about Raiden, Zoro. I wouldn't suggest you to go for Raiden. You know why is that? I know Raiden is like a good character, but I have her Constellation 2. If you want only one copy, like even at Constellation 2, I don't use her as Electro anymore. She is like, you see that? Why is that? I tried to use as a Electro application for Sandrone. Even for that role, she is not okay. Cookie Shinobu is better, just imagine. She's bad for Sandrone. She's extremely bad for Sandrone. Kuki Shinobu is way better. And yeah, that's... you still can use her. You know why? You still can use her with Hexerai characters. Like, yeah, the damage will be increased if you use proper set, if you use, for example, Nicole, Mona, Raiden, and maybe Bennett, something like that, since... let me check something. So, Nicole...
1, 2.
So yeah, where's Nicole? Oh my god, I lost me. Okay, like, let's check like that. So I want to check like... So yeah, she has 60, Bennett has 60, and Mona has 80. I mean, as you know, like, you need for Raiden, you need that stuff as much as possible. I mean, like, you need that energy, or like Mona is 60 as well, as much as possible. So yeah, to increase her burst damage. So yes, with this team actually you can get some damage.
Faster?
You know, it's not bad,
Okay,
but again,
faster.
at Constellation Zero, she's not going to be so well. Like, yeah, even though we have a catch, which is actually the best free-to-play polearm for her. So yeah, it's up to you. I wouldn't suggest you. So what the pull plan should be? Just a second. I will go for that. I will pull for Odette. Yeah, I wish you best of luck. Because you know what's the problem is, again, with Odette. So yeah, this team, what I wanted to, like, yeah, this team, you see, like, I don't have Yayo, unfortunately. Fischl, Chi-Chi, Sucrose, and Sandrone. My best team for Sandrone at the moment. It's possible to clear Diary with this team, but unfortunately you need to try a lot because it's about luck as well. I will show you the strategy. Let me do it first, then I will continue explanation. Just a second. It's a Diary one, so yeah, the same team. I can show you the build. So weapon is Fav, set is Noblesse. In that case, you know that you need a ton of energy recharge. Chi-Chi with... you can switch Zyphos, but you know what? Why Zyphos is here? Because of energy. You need like a little bit more energy. You can use actually Fav weapon. It's not so good. Zyphos is better, so it's up to you. Sucrose with Tiridias, and we have like Graves and Vivi set, of course, and Gravestone, and like signature set for Sandrone. I recently got a couple updates, so she is now not so bad. Let me show you what I got. I got this one. I reshape it. It's 9, and because of that I switch my flower to this one, which is actually pretty broken one. Okay, let me just check the... Hey Spadra, how are you doing? Mishra, hey Mishra, how are you doing? Just a second. Mirak, you are in free to play. Yo, Mirak is... I am like, by the Vortex, you mind to test the team? Yeah, like, let me do all of the stuff, then I do like, isn't mavuika Constellation? No, mavuika isn't Constellation 2, unfortunately, but you know what, Zoro? Actually, I maybe will go for mavuika Constellation 2. If you ask me about that. Hey, Vortex, like, someone. How are you doing, Mishra? So yeah, sorry for late answers, but yeah, I'm about like, I'm not free to play, but I will not top up. I will buy battle passes, or we can, same as here. To get to the character I want. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. What I know is using Mona and Herge. Oh yeah, about that, yeah. OG skin actually is way more like, yeah, it's better in my opinion. How's it going? Okay, damn, like Vortex. I'm envy you cause oh, you know, like what, actually, about that gravestone. I got that gravestone within the first month of my gameplay, and that's it. After that, I literally got nothing, only this one, just imagine. So, I got like 2 Shao's signature weapons, and Amos bow. 3 copies I have at the moment. So yeah, that was actually a disaster. This weapon is crazy as hell. So yeah, let me show you the strategy, by the way, with this one. Then I will do some tests and explain why Odette, in my opinion, not a great option. So yeah. It's a little bit tricky. Maybe I will need to do like a couple times.
Go. Absorption test. Come on, keep up. How tiresome. Wheel of life.
Midnight fantastic.
Animal test 63. Take a break. A spot of tea time entertainment. How tiresome. Come on, keep up.
I messed up already, actually. Okay, let's do it again. So yeah, like official on noblesse, it's actually painful because you need to get that energy back, and if you can't.
By royal go. Stay clear. Ha! How tiresome. Faster.
As you wish, me.
Absorption test. Come on, keep up. What a joke. How tiresome. Come on, keep up. Guys.
Oh my god, again. Okay, I will continue anyway. Come on, just give me some energy.
Shadow Raven. Animal test 63. How tiresome. Come on, keep up. Let's test my hypothesis. Take a break.
This is the damage. Actually, damage is okay, but you need to like do a good timing.
Go. Wings of darkness. Stay clear. You'll regret. Come on, keep up. How tiresome. Take a break. Life goes on.
As you wish, me.
Ha! Come on, keep up. How tiresome. Midnight Fantastic Absorption Test. Take a break. A spot of tea time entertainment. Come on, keep up. How tiresome.
It's not enough because you know why. Okay, well, the problem is like yeah, I'm not going to do it again. If you freeze the drones, and do that 2 cycles of that, you can get a lot of damage. And you know, like signature, you definitely can do that even without Yamiko. Even without signature, it's possible. So yeah, let's go back to. I finally attempt like fearless and almost like did it, but couldn't do it because my Sandrone team is weak. No, let's say like that. I don't know your Sandrone team. You can tell me. You know which Sandrone team I used in. Let me show you, by the way, in fearless. In fearless, I use this team. Like if you're interested, it's the same. By the way, the timing was pretty good. 59 seconds, no, 86 seconds, my bad. It's Sandrone, it's Cookie Shinobu. Let me show you the build. Sandrone is the same Sandrone with her signature set, with Gravestone. Cookie with Zyphos. You can go Favonius with Instructor. Chi-Chi with TOM and another Zyphos, but again, you can go another weapon. And Lanyan. By the way, Lanyan is actually pretty good because she can swill, has TDTS, and when it comes to rotation, she's extremely good with Sandrone. And if you have, like, you don't need Constellation for Lanyan, at least you know why. Let's say like that. If you have her Constellation 4, in that case, yeah, using her burst to get additional Elemental Mastery, not a bad idea, but I don't have. So, like, these 2 constellations not so useful. Yes, another one is normal attacks, deals like increase your shield strength, kinda useful, let's say like that. But it's not a bad team, by the way, because you know why? I used to use Beidou. With Beidou it was difficult. With Lanyan is way more better. Okay, so yeah, let's continue to the team. And what's the problem with Odette? Vortex, will you do a stream on Friday? Oh yeah, Lucas, I already like answered that. Yes, Lucas, maybe. I don't know exactly, but if the stream is going to be like, let's say like that, long enough with that crazy stuff, why not? We can discuss that, maybe. Like, let's say like that. Oh, I just like, yeah, if I start a stream, you will see the announce. But I don't know exactly. We need to know who is the flins of the new region. Could it be more easy to clear with Sandrone, Cookie, Chichi and Lynette? Lynette? What? Sandrone, Escoffier, Cookie Official. Oh, you use that team? The problem with my account is Chichi list lol. Oh, if you don't have Chichi, you can use Beidou. You can use, you know which team you can use actually? You can use Beidou. You can use Escoffier. Why it's better to use second cryo? Because of this stuff. You know, you get additional crit rate. That's why you can keep your Sandrone on a little bit less crit rate, you know? So it's actually helpful. And instead of like official, I use Beidou later. So yeah, Beidou is okay. I hope I can join, like discuss. Yeah, no problem, Lucas. Yeah, you can join every time you want, anytime you want. So yeah, now let's start with that. Why Odette? I think Odette is going to be a waste. She might be useful for a short period of time. The problem is, for example, I have this team, right? I don't have Yaemiko. Who I'm going to switch with Odette? I'm going to switch Chichi, which is an obvious choice, right? On top of that, since Chichi is a healer, right? I need to go for Alyosha. Alyosha is a healer. Chichi, Odette cannot heal. On top of that, Odette has a little bit, even though she is a powerful, she has a little bit, I would say, weird mechanic. She has two different skills, like two type of skills, let's say, two different forms of skills. One of them is top. Another one is one of them is ordinary skill, which is cryo damage, and you don't want to use it because you know why? You need stellar damage instead, which is buffed. Another one, which is enhanced, and you need to keep your Odette on the field for a little bit, for a short period of time. It deals like stellar damage, you know, that turret she plays on the field. Her burst is not completely, but it's not so useful because it's a pure cryo damage. So yeah, you don't need to bother like with that. Just level up her skill and that's it. You don't even need her normals. So the problem is, you switch Chichi, right? Since she's a healer, you need another one. You don't have a shield on the field. I will switch either Fischl, most likely, or Sucrose. In that case, switching Fischl is more preferable in my opinion. But the problem is, as you know, we're going to get Tsaritsa, and we're going to get Mitya. I'm pretty sure that Mitya, which is an off-fielder, will be better than Alyosha, because he is a DPS, and Tsaritsa, you know, like definitely will be better than Odette. No matter, like it's kind of like compare not Aino, let's say like that enhanced Aino with Columbina. Who is better? Columbina, of course. You know. So the problem is, you will go for Odette, you will go for Alyosha, you will level them up, spend your Mora, spend your resources, etc., something like that, right? Then bench them. That's a problem. So what I will going to do most likely, I must see if Chivrous will be in that banner, then maybe yes, I will go for her because I need that Chivrous so bad. But in all other cases, it's better to skip Odette, wait for Snezhnaya, wait for Tsaritsa. And also we got some info about Vodyanitsa, by the way. Vodyanitsa is going to be extremely crazy. She is going to be crazy, supportive character, looks like, for all archetypes. For Stellar Swill, for Stellar Conduct. Not for Dendro, Cryo, Dendro, Electro, but maybe it's also possible to use. You know why? She will get triple red shredding for Anemo, Cryo, and Electro. She also... Just a second, let me just read that real quick. Because her kit actually extremely crazy. So yeah, Cryo, Hydro, red shred 25%, Anemo, red shred 40%, crit damage 40, and attack 30, which is
Let's
actually
go
crazy, you
somewhere
know? Yes,
cooler.
most of the buffs can gain only stellar characters, but again, all of this stuff is just huge, you know? So the point is, if you switch Odette in the future, in next patch or couple patches, there's no sense to go for her and level her up, you know what I mean? Also, like, they nerfed Alyosha so much, so like Alyosha is now not so great. Alyosha is still, in my opinion, will be better than Constellation 6 Chi-Chi. You know why? At Constellation 6 Chi-Chi, she's actually pretty good. Why? She gives you additional attack buff. You see that? So it's consumed and damage dealt is increased by one of Chi-Chi attacks, which is actually cool for your own field character. The problem with Chi-Chi is, when you use that skill, that range is pretty short. You see that? It's not so high, and like it's not so large. Alyosha instead creates a field. And that dog, which is like aura application applier and like healer, etc., and damage dealer, can hit outside that field as well. So you will be way more comfortable, you know? So I would say like Alyosha Constellation 6 is still better, but Alyosha Constellation 6 is extremely expensive, you know? Just extremely expensive, because you know that, like, I'm not going to tell you again like how bad is Constellation 6 in Genshin Impact, so yeah. Okay, let me read some comments. And instead of like official, I use, okay. Lynette gives you attack buff when you use skill and you run VV, Lynette. And it's quick. Oh yeah, maybe Mirak. Maybe. I just like, oh, you know what? Lynette. Oh, Lynette. Lynette is okay. You know what's the problem with Lynette is?
And founded paradise. For I,
Just a
Fischl,
second.
and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
That is true, but if I'm not mistaken, you need some constellations, right? This is infusion. Attack, just a second. Let me check that. On attack. Attack speed. Attack buff when you use skill and you run VV on her and like quick. No, Lynette is not better than like let's say like that. Lynette is not better. Like if you're talking about Sandrone team, no. Using let's say like that. Lynette is alright. She's not bad, but she is not as good as just a second. Who was that? As like Lanyan. Why? Lanyan can use TDDS, which is actually way more better, like attack buff. On top of that, she gives you shield, and also she somehow with Constellation 2 like also increase like shield strength. So let's say like that, like Lanyan is better. You still can give it a try. Lynette is not a bad character, but Lanyan is better when it comes to Sandrone. You need some shielder. I don't know who else I want from like Snezhnaya. Maybe Valery, but Tsaritsa is yeah. Let's say like that. What about like my plans in Snezhnaya? Skip like it's again. I don't know the banner completely, so it's initial thoughts and it's initial like my strategy. Skip Odette. Skip like Odette banner, skip like 7.0 banner completely. I need Zibai. Let me explain you why. Like I don't have Zibai, but I got Constellation 6 Itlua. So because of that, you know, like skipping Zibai, it's bad idea now. So Zibai is actually pretty powerful, and all of the future Snezhnaya characters will be like slightly better than Zibai when it comes to DPS. So yeah, then when it comes to Snezhnaya characters, yes, Tsaritsa is must-have. Looks like Vodanitsa is must-have as well. And also, we will get another one. I assume Mitya might be useful. When it comes to Valery, by the way, Valery is going to be a 4-star. Just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, he's a 4-star. I hope he is going to be better than Alyosha, because they nerfed Alyosha so bad. So Alyosha is not You know, like, Alyosha is not bad, but
The sun
let's
is
say like
already
that.
out?
Yaemiko
Oh,
is better,
okay.
you know? The problem with Yaemiko as Alyosha, Yaemiko cannot heal, Alyosha can heal. Another problem is they nerfed Alyosha by just taking that buffs, like now he can buff only on fielders, and that's a huge problem. That's why they buffs Odette, and Yaemiko is now, like, you know, it's not so, I would say, useful. But another problem is, since you can get her Constellation 1 if you have her, she's actually not a bad character. Just keep that in mind. So I would say, like, you know, like, Alyosha is like no, completely no now. And again, getting him Constellation 6 is super difficult. I think getting Alyosha Constellation 2 won't be hard for sustain. No, actually, Mirak, you know what's the problem is? Your Chi-Chi is better than Alyosha Constellation 2. If you have Yaemiko, she is better than Constellation. Beidou is better than Alyosha Constellation 2. You know? Beidou Constellation 6 is better than Alyosha 2.
I created another...
The problem with Beidou, though, it's a bit difficult to use Beidou because of her cooldowns, because of her energy requirements. That's it. But when it comes to damage buff, Constellation 6 is actually pretty cool. Rest Shred, Electro Rest Shred, like Cryo Rest Shred, additional elemental mastery, and on top of that she gives you 40% stellar damage. You know? So actually it's cool. Like, if you compare with Constellation 2 Alyosha. Just keep that in mind. Meteor will replace Miko though. Let's say like that. Meteor will replace Miko, and he will be better than Alyosha, definitely, right? If Yaemiko at the moment is better than Alyosha Constellation, if Yaemiko Constellation 1 like better than, like, because of damage is better than Alyosha, then Meteor definitely will be better than Alyosha, you know? That's what I'm talking about. The problem again, it's a healing. You need some healing when on Sandrone team, and that's a problem. Because of that, let's say like that, if you replace Chi-Chi with Odette, you definitely need Alyosha on a team to get some healing, because the only healer on this team is Chi-Chi. Yes, you can go, let's say, Cookie Shinobu, but that will decrease your damage by a lot, you know? You know, it's better to go Alyosha, like, after all. Chi-Chi doesn't do literally nothing. And you can use that supportive set, which is going to be released in 7.0, like, I mean, stellar supportive set, you know? So that's like a huge mess, actually, with that new character since Nezhnaya. I don't know, like, it's really a big challenge for a free-to-plays. So because of that, like again, why skipping initial characters before Tsaritsa is better? Because after Tsaritsa, you can decide what team is better for your account. Stellar Conduct Cryo, Stellar Conduct Electro, or Stellar Conduct Swill, you know? Because, like, you cannot use the same DPS like Sandrone in Stellar Swill. You cannot use the same DPS in Stellar Conduct Electro. Why I separate the reactions? Even though they are the same, those reactions are the same. I mean, when Electro meets Cryo, you get that reaction. You just need one 5-star stellar character on a team. The bosses we are going to get in Stygian and in Spylabyss will get different debuffs and, like, buffs, you know? So because of that, you need specific damage dealer, either Electro or Cryo. That's why I separate them. Actually, it's not like that, but you know, Hoyo, extremely greedy company, they definitely will force you to just go for different character. They already did, by the way, by just, like, getting that activation Stellar Swill stuff in a set. So now you cannot use Sandrone to activate Stellar Swill and use her with within a Stellar Swill teams. So it's going to be the same with Electro, I guess. I think you might change your mind on that. Yeah, like, I don't think so, but maybe. You know what's the problem in the games? I will change my mind if Chevreuse is going to be within a banner. I maybe will spend my 50-50 on that case. My Chevreuse is Constellation 6. She's extremely powerful. Unfortunately, nowadays, Hoyo don't release such characters. The last one was Janssen, who was extremely crazy, and that's it. After that we got Aino. Aino is a little bit restrictive, but still useful. Itlo is completely terrible because the only team you can use Itlo is the Zibai team. Alyosha is actually could have been slightly better, but they nerf him so bad, so he is kind of like a okay option if you have Constellation 6, but you know, not a great one, you know? That's a problem. The only benefits he has at the moment, it's not the buff he provides, but healing he provides. And also they nerf healing as well, because now it's not team-wide healing, but only on-fielder healing. That's another problem. Not gonna lie, I'm more excited about Chivalrus than Odette. Yeah, that's true. That's true actually. If Chivalrus is second phase, I'm skipping Odette, probably getting her. Like, yeah. I don't think Vortex will change his mind on Odette, because like actually Odette doesn't look... That's true. Compared to others, actually I agree with you. Like, you know what's the problem, Mishra? Or you definitely will... Like, what you will miss by skipping Odette? You just will miss maybe clearing diary mode, and that's it. If you have Sandrone, you already okay with Spile Abyss 36 star. I mean, let's say if you have other characters, of course, right? And you will be alright with Fearless in Stygian. No matter which enemy you will get, you know? You still can use, let's say like that, I can use maybe, I don't know, maybe some double DPS with Raiden by using her skill, you know, using her burst, because skill lasts for 30 seconds. In that case, it's not going to be good for Stellar, but still double DPS, you know, it's possible. Again, it's theory, I haven't done it yet, but I haven't tested yet, but still possible. I mean, if you need additional damage, you know. Is it possible actually? No, it's not actually. You know why? Because Raiden doesn't have stellar damage like Cyno got, so it's impossible. So yeah, my bad. Just like, yeah, forget it. It's like, it's not possible. Unfortunately, yes, like character needs to get that stellar stuff to do some damage like Cyno got. By the way, Cyno Constellation 2, it's kind of equal to Sandrone Constellation 0 with her signature. Cyno with signature, of course, you know. So if you got, but you need some stellar character on the team to enable Cyno's stellar damage. Didn't they buff Odette span? Yes, they buffed Odette, that's true. But you know what's the problem is? That buff is not crazy as hell. It's about like, maybe like up to 10k damage increase. Also, she has two different skill versions. One of them is top, one of them is ordinary, normal, another one is enhanced, and you need to keep Odette on the field a little bit. And that's a problem. Like normal one, usually, like usual one, normal one, it's only cryo damage, which is actually, you know what the cryo damage is? Cryo damage is that small, you see that one? That's a cryo. The beams are stellar. But this one, it's cryo damage. But the beams, it's stellar damage. So like why Sandrone is good, she applies cryo, at the same time she is dealing stellar. When it comes to Odette though,
Well, this is
a normal skill, it's only cryo, and you need to get to the second like let's say like that, second version of that skill to get stellar damage. It's a little bit like, yeah, you need to keep her on field. It's a little problem, I guess, you know, even though damage motion values increased, you know. That's why I want to skip her. So what you will lose, you will lose like some maybe diary mode clearing. If you don't care about diary mode, you definitely can clear Fearless one and Spile Abyss. So yeah, but I think that in the future, when we get Mitya, when we get Tsaritsa definitely will like switch some of them, you know, because you cannot keep 5 characters on a team. In that case, who would you change? Like if you get, for example, the team is going to be like, just a second, let me just go like this way. So let's say this one is going to be Odette, right? This one is going to be Alyosha. So you got Tsaritsa. You need to like, you need at least one electron a team. Let's say you switch Sucrose. It automatically means like decreased damage, because you know why? Tsaritsa needs to provide so much to surpass Vivised and TDDS, because actually it's a huge damage. And also like Sucrose is good, you know why? When it comes to rotation and like rotation time, she feeds Sandrone pretty well. You know, you get that TDDS buff literally every rotation. No, you don't need cons. No, like, let's say like that. You always need constellations actually, but yeah, if you're free to play, you just skip them. Let's say like that. Having constellation on a character is not a bad idea. It's actually cool, especially constellation 1 and 2. It's usually it's a great to have those constellations, you know, like Linnea has crazy constellation. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to Sandrone. Sandrone constellation 1 and 2 and like literally all of them are not so powerful, unfortunately. I don't know why is that. Maybe future characters will buff her so much so she doesn't have powerful constellations. But her constellation 1 and 2 equal to her signature weapon damage, something like that. Or Yaemiko constellation 1, you know, it's equal. It's about like 25 to 30% damage increase, something like that. I don't know why her constellations are so weak, but it is what it is. You know, maybe they will buff in the future those constellations, but I don't believe in that. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, like she's a new character, you know. And also, we don't know, as you know, like we are going to get a free 5-star on anniversary. Not so, like it's going to be on September if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So keep that in mind. Maybe they will change that roster, you know, they will add some new characters. Who knows? It's just like faster than Sucrose, and like the attack buff is more stable than TDDS. What's that? Oh, I don't know, like Wadanitsa is a must-have. Let's say like that. According to the info we have at the moment, yes. Because just imagine the character who can rush red Cryo, Electro, and Emo, gives you crit damage buff and attack buff. Yes, crit damage and attack buff most likely for stellar characters, so it's like for Mitya. I don't know it's off-field on field, just keep that in mind, but it's on-fielder definitely can benefit from that. So let's say it's for Sandrone, for Odette. You know why for Odette? Like somehow, because as I mentioned, you need to keep Odette on field for a short period of time. So if maybe you can kind of like get that, be within that buff window, maybe you can get that buff as well for a short period of time, you know, for the turrets like she spawns on the field, I mean Odette. So it's still possible, but I don't know exactly, because like, yeah, that enhanced skill, it's not a mystery actually, it's pretty good damage, like they buff that damage, but again, I don't know how long you need to keep on field. It might cause you lose some other buffs. That's a problem. For example, in that case, if you use TDDS, for example, with Sucrose, like, as you know, like Sucrose with TDDS is better to use right before your main DPS, which is obvious, right? So yeah, if you use Odette, you lose some buff, then you use Sucrose TDDS, then use, I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit complicated. That's why maybe they did so many changes. It's going to be like a little bit like weird to use old characters, unfortunately. To be fair, like I don't care much about Stygian. I'm afraid of no, you will be okay about Spiral Abyss. Actually, like Spiral Abyss is not so difficult. They just made this Spiral Abyss a little bit weird actually, you know, it's strange. To be fair, if you ask me, you know why is that? It has so like weird enemies. So yeah, many players just struggle with that, but yeah, not so much. If you have a couple teams, you can actually do that. Let's say like that. Flins team is actually, let's say, if you new to this game, I would say Flint's team is must have if you don't care about Stygian completely, because Flint's team can actually clear a lot of stuff in this game. Literally all of the most of the bosses, you always can use flins, because Inefa and Columbina, if you have those characters. So yeah, flins is actually good. When it comes to other enemies, like other characters, I would say one Sandrone is also not bad, you know. But again, a little bit difficult to say. It depends on your preference, because if you don't like Sandrone's gameplay, for example, which is actually her gameplay is pretty cool, and for example, you don't like flins in general and like Nefer, it's also possible. Nefer is good, but Nefer is like, yeah, she's a little bit limited when it comes to like enemies she can deal with. So flins is way more flexible. Flins can like deal, like, yeah, can clear more enemies, even more than Zibai, by the way, even though Zibai is powerful than flins. Okay, so I was like playing melee. Oh, no problem, Zoro, that's okay. I'm afraid of 7.0 IBs, like, because like I don't have superconduct. Hope my skirk will be able to. Oh, about that, yes. By the way, not only skirk, actually, no, come on, like not skirk. Let me show you something. You don't need skirk actually. You can clear, like, let's say like that. I don't know about like future boss. I mean, but you can clear this boss with the flint teams pretty easily. With like this one. Let me just check. So yeah, this one is on TOM, like this one. So yeah, like flins actually can clear that pretty easily, not so difficult. I mean, about future boss, yes, that's true. That lion one, if I'm not mistaken, you need stellar conduct. And unfortunately, the only 5-star Snezhnaya character can provide that. But don't forget about, you know what? Don't forget about Cryo Traveler. Cryo Traveler can enable Stellar, can enable Polar Star Field, can enable Swill, and you actually should be alright. And according to the leaks, we should get like up to 3 constellations for Cryo Traveler within 7.0. In that case, you actually saved. And you know what? Cryo Traveler can use DPS set. Cryo Traveler looks like can use supportive set. So you will be alright. You actually don't even need Odette. And you know what? Because of that, you actually can go Cryo Traveler instead of Odette. Just keep that in mind. It's another option actually, pretty good option. Don't forget about Cryo Traveler. Instead of pulling her, but no mind. No need to. Cryo Traveler is on. Okay. Yeah, MC is finally useful. Oh, by the way, about MC, like, I mean, like, yeah. Traveler. That Traveler actually, yeah, really, he's going to be like pretty useful. And don't forget about 5-star weapon we're going to get, because that weapon is going to be signature weapon for Traveler, and you can use that weapon on other characters. Unfortunately, the passives is not going to be useful, because only like if the wielder is Traveler, you can activate that. But the weapon is close to Ayato's weapon. 33 crit rate and 6.0 attack, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of the same stats. So let's say like pretty useful one. Also, don't forget about this set, which is like DPS one, which gives you additional crit rate, you know, 16 crit rate. So actually, let's say like that, you can build pretty powerful Traveler. So like that's another reason why Odette might be actually not a waste, you know. If you like Odette, go for her. I will check that, or like if she's so, but you know, if Traveler will be about 5% or 10% like lower in damage, right? Going for Odette make no sense whatsoever. Because you know what, sooner or later you cannot switch Traveler, because Traveler is kind of iconic character in Genshin Impact, but you definitely will switch Odette with Saritsa. You know, in that case, yeah, it's like, and also if I'm not mistaken, they also changed Traveler Electro with the Stellar. He also can do some Stellar stuff, you know. I never thought like a day would come when we'll be more grateful of getting Chi-Chis and... Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I agree with you about... Yeah, you mean like... Any other standard 5? Yeah, that's true. That's actually, I agree with you, because Chi-Chi actually is not bad. And you know what? Actually, Chi-Chi is useful in meld teams as well with Mavuika. Keep that in mind. Why? She can heal. She apply pretty good cryo application. She is pretty consistent. And also duration time is increased to 15 seconds, which is actually cool. You don't need to level up her talents whatsoever, unless you need some additional healing. She is a sword character. Because of that, you can use this crazy weapon or this crazy weapon. At Constellation 6, she is even more better, because that constellation gives you attack buff. In that case, using Mist Splitter is actually a case, so you get additional damage. Unfortunately, nod-krai and Snezhnaya characters, as you know, doesn't care about damage percent, only stellar damage percent. So because of that, yes, Mist Splitter is not so useful, but again, just keep that in mind. So like, it's like that. Now I just need like a Nefer for Nefer and Nefer to complete my collection here. Like, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Nefer again. I told you that because you know why? Let's say like that. All of the Nefer bosses can be cleared with flins. You don't need that. Like, let's say like that. If you don't care about Stygian diary mode, go for flins, and if you don't have flins, and go for a Nefer. That's it. You don't need Nefer. Nefer team is the problem with Nefer teams. She extremely rely on Linnea, on Lauma and Columbina. That's like, she just like, she can be played with Lauma and Columbina. Yes, you maybe can see like extremely crazy runs without no Linnea clear, something like that. Yes, I know, but it's a single clearing, you know, it's not like consistent. I just can't imagine how much tries and how much time that players spent to clear that, because you know what's a problem with Nefer is? Nefer, it's kind of like the same teams like Sandrone. Without a healer, you will die a lot. But when you compare Nefer and Sandrone, Sandrone is a range character, Nefer is a melee character. And with Nefer it's even more difficult to do, because yeah, charge attacks, you cannot be interrupted, but you will get some damage. And if you don't have healer on a team, it's extremely difficult. It's just difficult, you know, just like that. Wait, Vortex, like, what about Cryo Traveler? I heard he's... Oh yeah, like Zoro. What? Yes, like Zoro. That's what I mentioned. Like that's another reason why Odette might be a waste. You know. And that's why I decided maybe to skip Odette. Why should I go for Odette when I can use like Cryo Traveler? You know, if he's going to be like not so powerful, that's alright. I will be completely okay. At least he will give me that resonance, and also he can use some supportive set. He's a sword character, so yeah, like he can be maybe can be a battery. We'll see, you know. MC finalist. Oh yeah. That weapon name is Exaphanes. Oh, okay. Time to level him up. Oh, you mean like a Traveler? Actually, yes, but you know what's the problem with Traveler? No matter what you do with Traveler, you still need different books to level up his talents. Even though you level... That's the fun part, actually, Mirak. So yeah, happy farming. You know, let me show you. Like, the Traveler is... Yeah, you can level him up, but when it comes to, like, it's kind of like the same mats. So yeah, and the same that stuff. But when it comes to his talents, you need completely different mats. So yeah, and you see that this one is exclusive to Natlan, because this one is Pyro. By the way, Pyro Traveler is extremely useful. And why is that? Because of that Cinder City set. And keep that in mind, in Snezhnaya we will get a supportive set as well, and DPS set. So like he is going to stay pretty useful. I just like them. Okay, I wish you best of luck. I saw someone clear like this diary Nefer Premium 3 costume. It took like him like 8 hours. Yeah, it's possible. Like, you know what? 8 hours, it's like what he is saying, that 8 hours. Just imagine how much time he spent. Maybe he like got the strategy from Bilibili, because as you know guys, most of the new strategies we got, it's like they come from Bilibili. most of them, I would say, like every new strategy comes from Bilibili. So yeah, 8 hours is kind of like just a number. Most likely it's 8 hours, kind of like, you know, yeah, 8 hours, okay. It's maybe was 8 days, you know, it's not 8 hours, something like that. So yeah, I don't believe when someone says something like, yeah, like I spent like 20 attempts to clear that. You know what the problem is? Energy at first place. If you don't have, you need to adjust that usually. For example, like my let me just, for example, I switch my flins a little bit. My flins now has a little bit more overcap in crit rate, but has a little bit more energy. Even though this build is less powerful, which I had before, this build is easy to play because of energy. He gains a little bit more energy because of that, and I can use his mini burst pretty often, like not often, just in time, you know. He is Constellation 0, just in time, and he doesn't have his signature. Because of that, it's increased damage. So it's always like about like getting used to the energy and rotation. It's not like only that can take a lot of time. Okay, so yeah, let's do that with Flint's team. Actually, like, yeah, it's my bad. Just a second, let me change the roster a little bit, because you know why? You actually, it's better to use like this one. Like that, Flint's at the end. Actually, it's not like even that, you know why? Just a second. It's better to use like this, just a second. I would say like that to get energy from to Flint's. Just a second. Because like energy, it's like, yeah, he needs that energy.
Surge! Up to the freezer!
Installation chamber.
Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls. Close your eyes. Night falls.
A dash of frost!
Defensive mode engaged.
Observe. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? Observe. Night falls.
Three moons converge. Yeah!
Installation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Surge!
Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes to dust.
A moonlit night for all.
Defensive mode engaged.
A little amuse.
Ultimatum protocol.
Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Night falls.
Installation chamber.
A new moon rises.
Preparing for dust up.
Surge!
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Be silent. Night falls.
Cleanup sequence.
Three moons converge. A dash of frost!
Ultimatum protocol.
Observe. Be silent. Observe. To dust.
With signature, actually, you can do even faster. Like, again, this is a diary mode, so with signature, you can do even faster. So it's possible to do, you see, like, but you need to, like, just, like, give Escoffier, like, proper artifact. Like, I can show you my builds, by the way. By the way, did you see the Arlecchino Hex team like with? Yes, of course, Mirak. Arlecchino Hex team with Mona is crazy. Mavuika Hex team with Mona is crazy. Of course, I tried that team. It's Mona, Sucrose, or like you can use Fischl. It's crazy teams. Like yeah, I tried the teams. Extremely crazy teams, of course. But that's why, if you remember, like when I got Mona, I was actually so pleased with that Constellation 4, because in this case you actually can reduce your crit rate on your main DPSs, especially because my Arlecchino doesn't have enough. But the team, yes, I know, team are crazy as hell. Let me just check that just a second. Yes, it has a little bit weird rotation, because you know why, you need to use her burst, then you need to use Mona's burst, then you need to use Mona's Omen, do like 1 or 2 normal attacks, because to get like Elemental Mastery buff, as you know, like she also can give you some Elemental Mastery with a charge attack, if I'm not mistaken. But the team is crazy. You also can use this set, by the way, just a second. It's like, yeah, I use this set, which gives you additional 40% like elemental. All nearby party members gain 40% elemental damage bonus. Yes, of course, that one is for the characters which can benefit from that. For example, as you know, nod-krai and Snezhnaya cannot benefit from that, but Mavuika can, like Moalani can, you know, you can use Moalani as well. But with Moalani it's going to be a little bit different, you know why? We don't have Pyro. So maybe you need to use like, but you can use Sucrose if I'm not mistaken. So Sucrose, Mona, Moalani, and maybe some Pyro. It's not a bad idea, you know. So you still can use with Mona. But yeah, let's say like that. That Hex buff is actually was, in my opinion, one of the best in the game, because you know why? Let's say like that. As you know, like supportive characters in this game, yes, they have longer life cycle if you compare with DPSs. So because of that, just imagine you now can use Sucrose, which is Hex character as well. You can use Mona, which is Hex character as well. You can use Fischl, another Hex character, you know. You can use Nicole if you have her. That's why I went for Nicole. Nicole is crazy. Nicole's such a crazy character. And you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that many, even free-to-play players, let's say like that, went for Nicole Constellation 2. When I checked the Constellation, I realized that, yeah, that Constellation is extremely crazy. It's really cool. Most of them like went for Constellation. They skipped Weapon, but went for Constellations. Constellation 2 especially. Even though my Flins team is good, but without Inefa, Abyss Clear was missed. No, come on, like again, like why, like Flins can clear this while Abyss with Fischl. You will be completely okay. You can go with Lanyan instead of Sucrose. So you can go the team like that. You can go Flins, you can go Fischl, you can go Columbina, and you can go Lanyan. Again, don't like Lanyan is not bad, but for example, when you use Flins with Sucrose, it's better to use Sucrose with Sacrificial Fragments. Elemental Mastery. Why? You need to reapply, since your Columbina and Inefa deals damage, you need to reapply that buff, like Vivi said, debuff and buff, and rest shredding, so yeah, all of the stuff, to Columbina and Inefa as well. And for Flins. But you always can use Lanyan with TDDS. It's better to use TDDS Lanyan. So you will be completely okay. Also, like, since Flins with Flins, let's say if you don't have his signature, but use this weapon, right? You need to do a couple normal attacks to maximize this passive. So no matter what, you see, on hit, like normal hits, increase attack by 3.0, you need to like at least do 7 hits. Like 7 hits. And also like Lanyan passive is actually like Constellation 2 is actually pretty cool with that. So you can like, it's within Constellation. normal attacks is deal. So yeah, you will get like not a crazy damage. It's electro damage anyways. It's not lunar, but still you will get some damage, additional damage. You know, you still need to do that normal. So yeah, level up your. I use Sinosig on flins. Nice thing I'm good. Sinosig. Okay, use Sinosig. It doesn't matter actually, but yeah, that signature is also not bad. I mean, like the one I told you about. Even though my flins team is good, like yeah, that's a team I wanted to test. Arlecchino, Mona, Bennett, and Fischl. Arlecchino, Mona, Bennett, and Fischl. Yeah, that's a good team. Actually, let's say like that. Arlecchino, Mona, Bennett, and Fischl is a good team, but if you will get, let's say, Nicole in the future, Arlecchino, Nicole, Mona, and Fischl might be better, you know, not because like it's more damage. No, Bennett, if you compare Bennett Constellation 6 and Nicole Constellation 0 without her signature, Bennett is better. Bennett provides more buffs, but with Nicole it's way more comfortable to play. And also Nicole has field damage, Bennett doesn't have, so you can reapply some pyro, which is actually maybe not so useful, so it's better to like kind of like avoid doing that. But again, with Nicole is way more comfortable. Alright, you know what? I completely forgot about that. Let's do that. Yeah, it's already like, oh my god. I'm going for Nicole most likely. Nicole is good. Not gonna lie, you know why? Maybe she's not so useful when it comes to overworld, like open world, or when it comes to like all of the stuff, like I mean, like since she is Hexenzirkel, you can use Sucrose Mona, you can use Fischl Mona, oh yeah, no, you can use Fischl Nicole in overall the teams. You can use Sucrose Nicole. You can use Mona Nicole, yes. Again, it depends, but you can use that. Again, in that case, Mona should be on Noblesse, Nicole should be on that Hexerai 6 set, signature set. Keep that in mind. It's better to use Nicole on that 6 signature set. You know why? Because to activate that set, you need to use skill, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. You don't need reaction, etc., something like that. And skill duration for Nicole is 20 seconds, cooldown 15 seconds, and it's like it has like 100% uptime. So like yeah, not like Mona has, you know, it's completely different. But what's the official build on Arlecchino? Oh, on that Arlecchino, it depends on like what you use on Arlecchino, but it depends on the team you use. Official build on Arlecchino had to like you like not like that. You just tell me the full team, like Arlecchino, Fischl, and then Bennett and Mona. Because alright, so yeah, let's just Arlecchino, Mona, and Bennett and Mona. In that case, Fischl is better to use TOM. Mona is better to use that signature set. I mean Hexerai signature set, because it's Mona is extremely easy to build. I will show you the build. And Bennett on Noblesse. The problem with that team, even though you have Bennett, unfortunately you cannot heal Arlecchino, as you know, so it might be a little bit like, yeah, annoying. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, my official is on Noblesse, but just let's go that team. So yeah, you need to do this one. Just a second. Then it's better to use Fischl, I guess. Then I'm going to use Mona and then Bennett, but
no need to fret.
let's do
I
like
shall
this.
handle this.
I need to grab some energy with Bennett. then use Fischl, Mona. Actually, it's better to use Bennett than Fischl. You know why? Fischl's skill can snapshot. So because of that, you will get the Bennett's buff on Fischl, but it will, like, yeah, since you use Mona's burst, you will lose some damage. Let's try it anyway. So yeah, let's give it a try. No, Vortex, you sound so sleepy. No, I'm not sleepy. I'm not sleepy. I just thinking.
Let's light it up! Everybody stick on!
Written in the stars.
Unfortunately, you see, like, buffs.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Midnight Phantasm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about, like, yeah, I forgot about my official is on Noblesse as well. But yeah, if as you can see, like, it's kind of like that. It's actually, if you use proper artifacts, it's better to use Bennett. Like, yeah, not. Even though you can benefit from official, let's say like that. If your Arlecchino is Constellation 1 or 2, then yes, it's not a bad idea to use this rotation. But in all other cases, it's better to use Bennett, like, in the end. Support has, like, on Mona. What's that? Arlecchino? What's that? My Arlecchino is Constellation. Yeah, like. Okay. Just a second. Arlecchino Constellation. Yeah, like, but for Arlecchino, you have an option. You can go that Shao's signature weapon, so you will be alright. Good flower. You know, it's not. I mean, maybe it's good, but it's not. At the same time, you know what the problem is? I mean, I already have a flower on my... yeah, I just, like... The problem is, I have this one, which is actually not bad. I have this one, which is actually... Like, they both are mid. This one is alright. This one is alright. Unfortunately, no crit rate, crit damage. This one is the best one what I have. So I don't think I can get something. I will try to level it up. So yeah, I have this flower. I have this one. I have... Oh, by the way, I need to level up this one. Just a second. Let me do it real quick. It's only like 1 HP roll. Let's do HP. Okay, crit damage. Well, I'll take that. Maybe it's good or something. Why this piece is good? It has 5 substats. So let's say like that. I mentioned that a couple times. If you get something like that with a 5 substat, definitely keep it. Yeah, no need to, like, you see that? 5 substats. Doesn't matter. If you have crit rate, crit damage in 5 substats, it's 4-1. It's 4 as well, so you just skip it. This one has 5 substats. I used as much on her. Sandrone domain isn't for me. Yeah, it happens. Sandrone, this much on Arlecchino. It's actually not a bad idea, but you also can use Sino weapon. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Sino's signature weapon is the second best one. This is already challenge record for the following reset. What's that? Oh yeah, 160. Yes, reset. Like, you know why Sino's weapon is better? Sino's weapon provides you pretty decent amount of crit rate. It's also provides you not high base attack, but gives you some elemental mastery. So if you play like with Melt Arlecchino, which is actually it's her best team, Hex is not bad, but it's not as good as Melt. You can benefit from that weapon. This much is good, so yeah, this much is good. I'm not gonna lie. Sanosig really good in Vape team. Or like, you know, let's say like that. Not Vape, actually. What I noticed, like when it comes to Vape, especially with Hex, it's better to increase attack actually, but it depends on your team. You know why is that? You get a lot of damage buff from Hexerai, but not so much attack buff. yeah, Bennett provides some. But attack is actually cool. I believe it doesn't give you element. I believe it doesn't give you elemental mastery. You mean Sinusic? Just a second. I don't remember exactly. Unfortunately, I don't have the weapon. I never got it. Just a second. Actually, like, that weapon is so cool. I wanted to get that, but unfortunately. So yeah, the equipping character gains 55% their elemental mastery as a bonus attack. Oh yeah, it doing completely different. So yeah, their elemental mastery as a bonus attack. So yeah, when elemental skill hits an opponent. So yeah, the equipping characters will gain 28% of their elemental mastery as a bonus attack. So yeah. Well, let's get like Chivalry 6 switching to overloaded arcane. Let's say like that. You know what's the problem is, like with Chivalrys and overloaded teams, without Janssen Constellation 6, that overloaded team is not going to be so well. You still can use it. You can go maybe. Yeah, you can use it, but it's not going to be so well, unfortunately. The best overloaded teams always has Janssen and Chevreuse. That's it. You cannot do. Yes, you can go maybe Auroron Constellation 6 if you have him. But Chevreuse is still better. Even at Constellation 4, I would say Chevreuse is better. Even at Constellation 2, actually. Chevreuse is still better than Auroron. Auroron provides some buff. He's not so. He is more consistent, but not for Arlecchino, for Mavuika. My luck is I will get enough of that before Chevreuse Constellation. Yeah, it's the same as here, but like yeah. But again, I still doubt that even if like that banner will get Chevreuse, I will think maybe I will do couple multis. That's it. I told you why Odette might be not a good choice, you know. So yeah, and by the way, another problem with Snezhnaya and with nod-krai, actually, for example, in nod-krai, if you got Inefa, right? For example, let's say like we are within 6.0, right? Like the 6.0 version just like dropped, and we are got. Who was the first one? A banner. Just a second. Let me check that. If I'm not mistaken, that was Flins. Huh? In 6.0. Just a second. Let me just check it real quick. Yo, that was Lauma. That was Lauma on a first phase and like Flins on a second phase, right? So yeah, let's say like that. If you got Inefa, if you got Flins, you skipped Lauma, right? And after that you got only Columbina, you actually don't need any other any other characters on your account, right? So the same thing I would say applies to like this one. Just skip Odette, go for Columbina. You know why? Odette, why not Columbina and like Flins? Flins is Electro and he's a main DPS. Odette is sub DPS and cryo, and Tsaritsa is going to be definitely cryo, as you know, like we all know about that. So that she is going to be a cryo. So because of that, you definitely need to like change someone. So because of that, skipping Odette, in my opinion, is actually not a bad strategy, if you ask me. Flins and Yelan. Like not Yelan, Lanyan. Before that. Oh yeah, Flins and yeah, you mean the banner? Yes, Flins and Yelan. Before that, Lauma and Nahida. Yeah, I know that, I saw that. Well, we didn't know that about Flins and Inefa until now. No, actually, no, it's not like that. Let's say like that, you maybe didn't know. Or because you know why? Like usually Electro is way more flexible than any other elements in the game. It's way more flexible than Dendro. It's way more flexible than Anemo. That's why I skipped, for example, you know, like I wanted to get Varka so bad, but I skipped him completely. I don't like Anemo DPSs whatsoever, completely. I just don't like them because you know why? For me, Anemo is for buff, for debuff, and for exploration. That's it. It's like Geo for me for defensive. That's why I skipped Zibai as well. But Zibai got for real. That's crazy. Itlo and Linnea, and the team is actually pretty powerful. You know, like I don't think we're going to get like any Geo in the future for a long time because the last one was Navia. It was within Fontaine. It was version 4. Within Natlan we didn't get any, right? So let's say that Geo character, I mean Zibai premium team, will be like useful for like couple versions, which is actually cool, you know? We will get definitely some Electro, other stuff, but Geo is a little bit rare. So Meteor will be a good pull. Let's say like that. Or maybe yes. Why is that? Let's say like that. I still do not maybe suggest you to go for Meteor immediately because if I'm not mistaken, Meteor will drop. Hoyo will drop Meteor in 7.2, and within that version we will get some leaks about Tsaritsa. So it's better to wait. If Tsaritsa will be okay, you actually maybe better to use another Electro. But yeah, let's say like that. I don't know because let's say we will be within 7.1 or something, and see what Meteor actually can do. But if you ask me now, since they nerfed Alyosha so much, I would say Meteor is going to be better than Alyosha, especially if he can replace Yaemiko, right? In that case, he definitely will be better. He can use that set, supportive set, if he is off-fielder. Also maybe he can do something maybe for future, I mean Dendro Electro and Dendro Cryo stuff, you know, new reactions, new archetypes we're going to get. So yeah, but still like Hypo, yeah, let's say Meteor is in Efa of, no, Meteor is not in Efa. You know why? I don't think Hoyo will do the same mistake again because in Efa is actually extremely useful. In Efa, despite that she is a nod-krai, she can use extremely like so many different like artifact sets. She is a shielder. That shield scales on attack. She has personal damage and pretty good personal damage. You can just put Aino and like yeah, she will be just crazy because lunar. And she can be used in so many, like, let's say like that. As you know, like Columbina in F is pretty good. Actually, at the moment, it's it's not, let's say like that. When it comes to flexibility, I would say it's the best one. When it comes to damage, actually Nicole and Durin is slightly better. You know, but Nicola and Durin is a little bit like limited because it's like pure pyro. You cannot use that with all of the stuff. But when it comes to you can maybe you can. But again, as you know, like that duo, I mean like Columbina and NF is pretty powerful. Both characters can do field damage. They can buff each other, and they can enable lunar charge. Right? Columbina can add additional 14% to lunar charge. Also that, like, yeah, that's a cool team. Alright, I will go for enough. No, you skip that and like wait for Meteor and where they need Solix. And yes, like another thing is like you need to level up Traveler. So yeah, happy farming. Okay, let's do this one. Traveler definitely need to be built.
How tiresome. Take a break.
As you wish, me.
Stay clear. Come on. on, keep up. Let's test my hypothesis. Life goes on.
Midnight Fantastic.
Animotech secret.
How tiresome. Come on, keep up. What a joke. Rise.
Wings of darkness.
Come.
Oh my God.
Absorption test.
How tiresome. Come on, keep up. How tiresome.
Spot you. Are you good to go? Shadow Raven. Stay clear.
Take a break.
Actually, there's a trick with sandrone. You know which one is that?
How tiresome. Go.
Wings of darkness. Absorption test.
Take a break.
A spot of tea time entertainment.
Come on, keep up. Life
Oh my
goes
god, I
on.
messed up.
Shadow
Oh no.
Raven. Stay clear.
Take a break.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Yeah, that's sad actually. I can do it with columbina in FA Duo, actually it's possible. About your pulling, yeah, like let's say like that. What I would say, yeah, if you want to have like a pretty, I don't want to say bright future, but Nefer is actually a must-have. Since you have Flins, you have Columbina, skip Nefer completely. Nefer is like not so good, unfortunately. You know, yes, we can say it now. Let's say like that. There's a lot of fans about Nefer, not gonna lie. Her gameplay is pretty fun, but not for free-to-play. If you're free-to-play, Flins team is the best one. Just like that. Yeah, like just Flins, Columbina, and Nefer. And actually, like, that's why I think Odette is not for free-to-play players. You know why? Alyosha is super expensive, he needs constellations, and even if you get constellations, he's still not so good. You still can use like Chichi, and you will lose some damage. If you use Sucrose Fischl, actually, Sucrose Fischl and Odette Alyosha provides not the same, of course, damage, but close to it, you know? Not exactly the same. Odette is actually not so bad. She's about like 30% damage increase, but keep that in mind, like Sucrose is also pretty good because, yeah, she buffs. Also, they nerfed Alyosha because, like, by just taking out that Team White buff, which is actually terrible. A lot of different stuff, like, yeah, just a huge amount of stuff. Alright, so yeah. Let's do like, I will try to clear that with that. It's possible actually with my account. I just need to get, I don't do it like constantly. You need to spend like 8 hours back to back to clear that. You know why? You need to get used to all of the stuff. Also, my build is not so good. I will try to build that to level up that flower I got. Okay, that was like with this team, right? So yeah. So yeah, another Hexrite team you can use. Oh yeah, we can actually go like, yeah, let's go like Mavuika team. Fortunately, not.
All right, team, let's move it out.
Yeah, Chevreuse. But again, like going for Odette because of Chevreuse is within a banner by not having Janssen, maybe yes, it makes sense. You cannot get like both of them immediately.
Quick as a flash. Start the final warning. Hands where I can see them.
Something's wrong. Time to say hello.
Light of the blazing sun. Incinerate.
Yeah, with Constellation 6, Janssen and Chevreuse, you can hit like with a one shot. You don't need to do like that crazy donut, you know, that crazy combo. Like yeah, you just like one shot and you're done. they like.
Drop your weapon!
Not a bad piece actually. It's if it would be attack, it's actually not a bad. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I already finished dailies. I don't need to do any boss. Let's do a couple more Stygian. Vodanitsa leaks. Yeah, Vodanitsa is actually, looks like Vodanitsa is like, yeah, pretty crazy character. I don't know exactly how she's going to be, but according to the leaks, she might be, let's say like that. Maybe that's not true that she can reshred all of the stuff, because you know why? Most likely that Anemo reshred is going to be only one instance, so you cannot, it's not stackable. It's like you cannot use Vivi set, like a character with Vivi set on your team and get additional reshredding, like 80% Anemo reshred. Yeah, it's not possible. I mean, it's possible, but not for maybe that Vodanitsa.
On, reveal! Go! Absorption test! How tiresome.
You can save some time, but not using her skill.
Life goes on. Stay clear! Take a break.
Midnight fantastic.
How tiresome.
I need to watch. I will stop
Test
actually.
my hypothesis. Wings of darkness. Animal test 63. How tiresome. Take a break. How tiresome. Come on, keep up. What a joke. Rise.
As you wish, me.
Absorption test.
Yeah, you can. You know what's the problem is? Just a second. Let me do something in our world, in open world. By the way, is it like second phase, like weapon banner, wars pooling 4? I wouldn't suggest you. Like, you mean like second phase, next one now? Like, because of enough? No, let's skip. You know what? To be fair, even though not a huge regret, but not a, like, I'm not so graceful actually about like Columbinas and Inefas weapon, to be fair. You know why? Let's say about Columbina, yes, it's not a bad weapon, but Inefas weapon, even though it's increased 40% lunar charge, it's not direct 40%, it's about 15% damage increase overall, you know? So it's not so much. Keep that in mind. So I wouldn't suggest you. Like, you can go, if you want to go for a weapon, go for flins weapon. That definitely will increase your damage. Definitely. Because, let's say like that. The strategy for a weapon, it's kind of like that. You need supportive characters, but when it comes to weapons, it's better to go for DPS weapons. Why is that? It's not because... It's because DPS, like most of the damage comes out of your DPSs. Even though in the Columbina Inefa Flins team, like most people says that Flins damage is actually not so good, etc. No, it's actually good damage. It's 50% damage. So because of that, like let's say like it's a huge damage. With his signature, you're way more comfortable with energy and with damage. You know? So yeah, you can lower your energy recharge requirements and be pretty competitive. You don't need to do that shit, sorry, like what I do usually, you know? like playing with his artifacts to get like a little bit more energy recharge, to not like waste my time by just like I'm waiting for that energy and do that mini burst. So yeah, the point is what I want to show you, like, just a second, let's go the same team. You can save some time, and actually I know how to do that. So yeah, it's going to be like official. I usually go for weapon banner only one time per region. Only one time per region go for. Like in that case, wait for like Tsaritsa's signature weapon, because it's going to be a polearm. Actually, it's cool. Usually polearms are very useful. You know why? For example, like so far, yes, zhongli is an exception. Actually, his weapon is terrible. For example, Mavuika's weapon, actually it's pretty good, but not good enough. Raiden weapon is actually cool. Raiden's signature weapon is really cool. It's useful for many characters. You can use it on Xilonen, you can use it on Escoffier, for example, also. It's energy. You know, like, yeah, polearms are like pretty good. And also, let's say what we got like another weapons for. Like Columbina's weapon is kind of meh. It's not alright, it's not bad, it's okay, you know. Venti's new bow, alright, maybe, you know. Like Mavuika's weapon is okay, but again, it's not so good, because you know why? I checked this weapon on Sandrone. The damage difference between this weapon and Gravestone Constellation 0 is like R1 is not so high. Yes, it's about 5% better, but it's only 5%. It's not like 10 or 15% or something, you know. But like when you compare them, these weapons, like Mavuika's signature looks way more like promising, you know. Shenhe's, oh my god, come on, Shenhe's signature is actually Shenhe overall as a character actually is like, she's pretty, she's beautiful, but she wasn't the character, like must pull character back then. People went for Shenhe only because of Ayaka. Only because like the Ayaka was like so like, you know what's the problem was Ayaka with Ayaka? Why Ayaka is so popular and Shenhe is so popular? Because back then Ayaka's banner like actually that banner was released right exact on that bad COVID era, and we got Ayaka's banner for 3 or 4 months, something like that, back to back with no changes. I remember that those times. That was terrible. Because of that, a lot of players, a lot of new players just went for Ayaka. And you know, like usually when you go for a character, like yeah, like if it's gacha game or something, you just ask like what's the best team for that, and people said, oh yeah, that's Ayaka, and you need to go Shenhe, you know, Shenhe that with those quills gives you buffs, etc., something like that. That's why those duo is so popular, only because of that. Just keep that in mind. Shenhe, like Ayaka itself, is kind of okay character, but if you compare, for example, with Skirk, Skirk is better, way better. And Skirk lifetime is like longer than Ayaka's. You know, Ayaka even with constellations are okay, but not so good. I thought maybe I can go for Meteor signature. Like, you know, like Mirak, you change your mind like a wind, like a wind. Like, are you okay? Like as good as wind or something? Like, come on, like Mirak, you told me about Meteor, you told me about Arlecchino's signature, you told me about like, you know, like just skip all of the signatures. Come on. Okay, let's like let me check my theory actually. And the theory is like that. So if you go for just a second for this team, can you avoid? You know what I mean? For example, as you know, like Sucrose is like Sandrone is working like that. At the beginning of your combo, oh my god, are you crazy? Since this enemy is Electro, you know what's the fun part? Since this enemy is Electro, you don't need to apply any Electro. you just go like, hey, good night. I'm okay, Zora, how are you doing? I just like, okay, that's why I didn't like, yeah, hi, how are you doing? What about Nefer signature? Nefer signature is like not so. Let's say like that. If you ask me, it's better to go for Columbina signature rather than Nefer signature. Nefer signature, like Columbina signature is better, more flexible. Columbina signature can be used on Columbina, on Nefer, on New Wallet, and those characters are pretty good, you know. So yeah, I would say Columbina signature is better. It's more flexible. So yeah, the point is, if you use like when you at the beginning of your rotation using skill, it's actually a waste of your time. So you can use skill, then charge attack, but it's waste of your time, right? Because you at the beginning you don't have any like hit stuff. You can directly use her skill, right? When you use her skill 3 times, right? Just a second. You need to either use her skill to cool this down or switch to another character, if I'm not mistaken. You see? So if you switch to another character and switch back, yeah, she's on, like, she doesn't have any issue. Now you can use it again. So the point is, at the beginning of each rotation, using Sandrone skill make no sense, which is actually good because you can save around a second by not using. Since you do like about 5 to 6 rotations, it's about 5 to 6 seconds. That's actually cool. Alright. I want her to be my strongest DPS. I'm putting high hopes on Nefer. Okay, I wish you best of luck. Like, what can I say? Like, Mirak, don't ask me about that. Then, like, why you ask me about the wishing strategy if you just, like, then go for characters you like? What can I say? Like, you still can't, like, you know what the problem is? Okay, whatever, like, it's like, it would be just like, yeah, yapping, that's it, like, it makes no sense to explain you why it's that. Like, go for Nefer, I wish you best of luck in any case. I hope you get her within, like, 1-10 pulls. Would be nice, you know why? I want you to go for Nefer, got that Nefer, and use that Nefer. That would be just, like, so crazy. Oh my god, with Lauma? With no healing? Okay, let me check my theory. So what you can use that charge attack immediately.
Take a break. Come on, keep up. Absorption
Oh
test.
my god, not like okay.
Midnight Phantasm.
And you can use it again without using the charge.
Let's test my hypothesis.
If you do that stuff, you actually can save about like 6 or 5 seconds. Actually, it might be enough to clear that diary. Please, I want... No. Yeah, like with Lauma, no healing, no shield. No, you will be alright. Just go for Nefer. Actually, I wish you best of luck. Because I want to see how you play Nefer. And how you cancel animations, etc. Something like that. Would be nice to see, like, you do like animation cancel and die. Oh my god, that's actually super fun. Okay, so yeah.
Take a break. How tiresome.
So yeah, I did like full cycle.
Wheel of life. Shadow Raven. Stay clear. What a joke! Come on, keep up!
Nice.
Life goes on.
Oh my god.
By royal decree! Wings of darkness! Absorption test!
And you can use her. Okay, I need to get used to that.
Take a break?
Because it's a waste of your time. You see that? You see the timing?
Go.
As you wish me.
It's like okay, I did a mistake now. Yeah, Actually, now I saved couple seconds and it's noticeable. I will try to do that. Damn, like, yeah, with Lama, no, like, damn, okay, I wish you best of luck anyway. Hey Zoro. Zoro, by the way, like, you, like, saw my account, I mean, like, that Arc Knights. As I mentioned, it's not a bad game. It's actually not a bad game. Yeah, you can say it's boring. You know why? We all get used to that Genshin a lot. Maybe I will do my Wuthering Waves account next time. I still like play Wuthering, but the problem with Wuthering, especially with that new version, oh my god, I don't like it so much. They add that tomb break stuff to the game and it's super annoying. Okay, Arlecchino. Let's go another Arlecchino actually with, you know what, but not Hexerai, but oh yeah, let's go Verisa. By the way, Verisa, oh no, she can't use, unfortunately. Maybe she can, you know, Hexerai stuff, you know, with that Mona, Moina and Sucrose. Let's give it a try.
Woohoo! This is gonna be fun!
No, it's not. Actually, yes, it's possible, maybe. It's going to be like... Yeah, well, then we need to switch to, like... It's Verisa first, then Janssen, then Mona, then Sucrose. Let's give it a try. It's still Circle Impact, though. But, you know, like, overloaded team is still better.
Control breathing. Let my face is upon you. Let me scribe. Animal Tech 60. Hi! Ah! Oof! It's justice o'clock. Ah! It's justice o'clock. Ugh! Heads up! Headbutt!
Yeah, fast.
Here we come in! Quick as a flash.
She's still alright. I don't think this team is the best one. Well, the truth is I will go for that. Yeah, try to get Inefa and save for Tsaritsa if I can. If never on Nicole rerun before, yeah, like, you know what the problem is? You want to go for so many characters, like, yeah, in that case you just, like, yeah, it's a bit difficult to get all of them. It's super difficult because, like, just imagine it's like, it means like each character version and you somehow have gambling addiction, like if, oh my god, this one was actually, I should, gambling addition a little bit, you know, so if you can kind of keep yourself away from Mitya's banner, you know, and also don't forget about Vodanitsa. If I'm not mistaken, Vodanitsa will be released before Tsaritsa, or like at the same banner. So yeah, it's another, like, you know, tempting banner. I'm trying different tactics to resist pulling. No, it's impossible. To be fair, I feel bad about Verisa. Why? Verisa is good. Actually, Verisa is super cool. If you ask me, Verisa is actually extremely cool. Well, usually at like XO until like X3 I get like 3-4 characters, so it's just like who I get. Ah, okay. You don't use her, it doesn't mean that she's bad. You don't use her because you don't have Janssen Constellation 6. You don't use Verisa because you don't have Chevreuse Constellation 6. In all other cases, actually, she is crazy. She is extremely crazy. Verisa is super powerful character. Verisa with Constellation 1, Verisa can actually clear that ball boss, you know, that round ball boss. With Constellation 1 and Signature, she can clear that boss. In Diary, by the way. But of course you need Janssen Constellation 6, you need Verisa. Oh, let's give it a try. Yeah, I just wanna see, like, is it worth it to play or not? So it's because the team is going to be Verisa. You always need Janssen Constellation 6 with Verisa, unfortunately. Oh, it should be sucrose maybe. Or maybe like something like that, because she doesn't apply. Let's... Okay, done like that, and let's go. It's going to be... I can go Chevreuse, but we need cryo. What's this? Oh, it's coffee. Oh, hoyoverse is constellation for real. In Natlan Chronicle banner leaks real. Is Natlan Chronicle? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you know why? Most likely, maybe I will go for Mavuika Constellation too. Even though I cannot do that combo pretty well, I still want to go for that Mavuika. She's extremely powerful, and she will stay powerful for a long time. I will explain you why.
I think not. Form first. Charge! Yeah! Hut! Hi! Oof! Hut! It's justice o'clock! Such defense! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock! Off to the freezer! Good! Here are we coming! Dip! Headbutt! Heads up! It's justice o'clock!
Let's just...
Be gone! Control breathing!
Let's just do whatever. I just want to see if I can do something.
Here are we coming! Yeah! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
That's crazy, actually.
Full
Okay.
speed ahead!
Yeah, you can do actually. Like you need to clear that drones. Actually, Mavuika banner wasn't long ago, but why didn't you pull her? Like, yeah, because you know why? I decided that later, like so late, and like yeah, because let's be honest, Mavuika is extreme. I will like here. Why she is going to be still like pretty good? Just a second. No. What? Because like just a second.
Burn it down! Show no mercy! Bring it! Light it up! Huh? Fulfill our pact!
Like because like her damage at Constellation 2 with like even without any like combo, like crazy combo, it's about 300k.
Burn it down! Bring it! Everybody stand back! Citlali needs Papa! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Incinerate! Return to the skies! Let's light it up!
Very good. Yeah, I'm good. My week is banned. Yeah, I'm good. Just a second. I just like speak too much because of that. That's why I reduce the streams to 2 hours, because when I speak too much, my throat is going to be a little bit unwell, I would say. So yeah, it means like it's about time to finish a stream actually. Let's do that stuff. So yeah, I'm good. Just like in you know, like now in here in Baku, it's extremely crazy weather. Just like, yeah, it's so hot, and also humidity, it's high enough. Like recently it was 70%. Oh my god, that was actually, you know what, damn bro, just like crazy. Try tea with honey. No, it helped. No, it's not. And let's say like that. Yeah, I try that, but it's kind of like, yeah, like, you know, in our country, tea actually, it's a, you can say like one of the main drinks. But yeah, drinking tea all day long, it's a little bit like annoying. Alright, so yeah, let's just do... So yeah, the point is, why mavuika? Mavuika, even without any combo, right, can do about like like mavuika Constellation 2 with signature, with xilonen, or like male teams, hex teams now actually, and overloaded teams can do around like 300k. It means at minimum you can use it within version 7 and 8 without any power creep. So yeah, she's not going to be the best one, obviously, you know, but actually she might be still the best one at Constellation 2, of course, like yeah, if you compare with Constellation 0 characters. So because of that, yeah, I maybe will go for her. We'll see though. It's a little bit like a difficult question. I usually don't go for constellations, but that actually not a bad idea. Okay, so yeah, let's try like this team again, and that's it maybe. Unfortunately, okay, let's go like this team.
No need to fret. I shall.
This year summer is like hell of, yeah, like it's definitely, it's so bad.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Written in the stars. Delved into destiny. Stay clear! Swirl!
Okay, you know what's the problem with these enemies? When you hit, like, they can do like range attack and they can do normal attacks, and because of that, let me do it again. And I lost all of my oh my god. Yeah, like, by the way, in Arknight Enfield, for example, when you start a domain, like not bosses but domains, they fill up your energy completely, so you don't need to like seek for energy, you know. In Genshin Impact, it's not like that. So yeah, you need to stop like
I'm going in!
the command.
Decided by destiny. Shadows of absorption tag.
You see that like
Animal
now,
tech 63.
if you can keep it together. Now like another one.
Overrule. Teamwork is dreamwork. Absorption tag.
Okay, anyway, that's like skill issue. Let's just... I personally don't like to use sucrose a lot, because you know why? I don't know why. When I switch to sucrose, I always, like, my game is always lagging, something like that. Yeah, I don't know why. It's maybe like, I need to do some... Yeah, like, there's the main in Ark. In Arknights? Yeah, of course, like, there's domain in Arknights. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be like... Oh yeah, Bennett. My lucky Bennett. Yeah, in Arknights we have domains, we have bosses, we have weekly bosses, all of the stuff. Yeah, like, that game has all of the thing. Okay, my god, this one is trash, actually. You see? Yeah, it would be nice to get some... But it's still low. Oh, okay. What's your Mona build? Mona build? Oh, like Favonius Codex for energy. This set, it gives like Constellation 4 talents like 12. It's only like worst talents to level up. It's this one, because this one gives you damage bonus, omen duration, like the same, but damage bonus is the only one which gives you damage bonus. It's like not so. And what's another one? So yeah, like, but when it comes to like artifacts, it's energy, and it's another energy. So yeah, energy recharge as much as possible. You don't need HP, attack, etc. something like that, because you see that how much energy, because it's the only thing you need. It depends on the weapon. If it's Favonius, it's better to give her a little bit more crit rate. So like yeah, like usually built, let's say. She doesn't scale too much on other stuff. And another point is, even if she scales, her damage, personally damage is not so, let's say like that. Actually her damage is cool, but if you have Constellation 6, you can do charge attack Mona with Nicole and Durin, and that damage is going to be crazy as hell. Why is that? Because of this multiplier, which is charge attack per second. The maximum damage bonus is 180, and also charge attack deals and opponents affected by Omen will be increased to 200 of the original damage. So it's like pretty crazy motion values, you know. So like you can use, but in that case, you know what, you need to use DPS set, which is Varka's set. This one wins. So yeah, you will get additional crit rate, you will get additional charge attack damage. So yeah, so she can be DPS, but you need Constellation 6. Without that, she's not so good. Okay, so yeah, let's just do that one. Let's level up that trash artifact.
I will follow where you lead.
Son of Goblet, or so you just like need energy recharge, crown hoyoverse. Yes, that's it. Like building Mona. Let me show you again. Like if you like maybe you want to build her, but still, like building Mona, no matter what. Why is that? If you use this set, why I use energy recharge? You need to use energy recharge because she plays out of her burst. You need to use her burst, then you need to use her skill. But why is that? Burst lasts for 5 seconds, something like that. Not so, like, yeah, it's alright, but not so good. Yeah, 5 seconds, it's Omen duration. But also, you can increase that up to 8 seconds if you are within Hexerite characters. You know, like 2 Hexerite characters can increase that. It's additional 8 seconds. Not additional 8 seconds, it's additional 3 seconds, and overall you get like around like 8 to 9 seconds, something like that duration, you know. But yeah, burst, skill, completely skip, normal attack, skip if you don't use her as a main DPS. If you have Constellation 6 and want to use as a main DPS, then yes, this talent actually might be leveled up because of charge attack. And you see, even at level 1, she has 150 already. And that multiplier actually not so bad. You see that? 10% with 1 level. So like she is really, really powerful DPS character. A little bit annoying to play, not gonna lie, but pretty powerful. Yeah, I wanna try a Hex until I get Nicole, hopefully. I have her oh, okay, if you have Constellation 5, it's actually, let's say like that, it's alright. I mean, Constellation 6 is good, but Constellation 4 is more than enough. Keep that in mind that she gives you additional crit rate, 15% crit rate. Oh, why I did this set? Okay, it's circlet though. Damn, bro. Okay. I wanna build my mavuika a little bit, rebuild my mavuika a little bit. Okay, so let's level up that trashy stuff. I will keep it anyway, not this one. I don't think I will keep this one. You know why? This one is a big problem. It's a... Okay. Do we have time? Yeah, we have like 10 minutes. Let's do what? Let's see what we can melt. Actually, this one for melt, definitely. No, this one is not. Let me check something. If it has like Oh, it has 5 substats, but it's so bad. Oh my god, this one has 5 sub as well, right? Oh no. Okay, this one is completely useless actually. Oh, did I just see 2 Columbina signatures? Yeah, I have 2 Columbina signatures. Actually, I keep it. That's a problem. When I went for Nefer signature, I got Columbina signature. Because of that, I wanted to get for Nefer. You know why? I thought that if I can get Aino Constellation 6, this signature is the second best signature for Nefer. Like after her signature, it's the best one. You know? So because of that, my plans was about like, okay, Aino Constellation 6 can play with flins, is alright, and I can use Columbina with Lauma, with Nefer. But yeah, as you know, like it's turned out that I got Itloa Constellation 6 and only 1 copy of Aino. That's terrible actually. Yeah, my Aino is now Constellation 2 only. But my Itloa is Constellation 6. That's terrible. My Aino is still level 70, but yeah, Constellation 2 only. Damn bro, that's terrible. So because of that, I just changed my plans. You know why? Going for without Aino Constellation 6, it makes no sense to go, let's say like that, not like that. When you have Itloa Constellation 6, Zibai is way more better choice than Nefer. That's it. Period. Like, Zibai is calling for yeah, Zibai is definitely calling, like, yeah, she needs to be, like, in my, I definitely will go for Zibai. That's why I want to skip Odette. You know why? For me now, again, what you will lose if you skip Odette? Just diary, that's it. You definitely can clear Fearless, and I don't care about diary now. Like, I will do it anyway, will try to do it, you know. But again, I'm not so hyped about that diary actually. It's better to get more characters, and again, using Odette might be a little bit a problem. Because since she has like enhanced skill, maybe her enhanced skill will be activated by using her burst. It's also possible. Like, you know, like which one? Like like let's say we have who do we have, like was it like Linnea, for example. When you use her burst, you still can get that her skill. Or we can, just a second, I forgot the name, I don't use hers too much. Let me find it. Oh yeah, mine, this one. Emily, because as you know, like when you use her burst, she casts skill, but with a huge damage. See that? Luminous case duration. What is that? It means like this one is luminous case. So, like you see that luminous case, but when you use her skill, her luminous case damage is only 159, like multiplied by 2. It means like 300%. It's not so high. Well, this one gives you more, 369, but it's only lasts for 2.8 seconds. So, in case of Emily, it makes sense. Maybe Odette will get something like that. You use her burst, you will get her enhanced skill, but the problem is how long that skill will last, you know, like, yeah, that's a lot of ifs. So because of that, yeah, it's better. Yeah, I should like go for Inefa then, like probably Mitya and like Tsaritsa, Constellation 1 or Constellation, yeah, like I don't know about Constellation 1, you know why? Let's say like that. Since she's going to be, if she, what I've heard actually, if you go for Constellation 1, I would suggest you to go for Constellation 2. Why? In that case, she might be, and then check if you can use any other weapon on her, because actually we have pretty good polearm selection, polearms option. So if you can use other, and you also have that Homa stuff, you know, not stuff of Homa, that Sinus signature weapon. In that case, Constellation, what I've heard, so like I've heard that Constellation 2 Tsaritsa might be a DPS character. In that case, you actually will be so graceful because of skipping Odette. Because you have Sandrone. Sandrone is super fun to play. You will get Tsaritsa, who might be supportive character for Sandrone, and at the same time, if you need DPS, you can use her as a DPS. So they're going for only Constellation 1 is not enough, unfortunately. Keep that in mind. Because usually like that DPS potential, like, yeah, you activate that at Constellation 2. Constellation 1 is usually not so good. Like, yes, we have some characters who has crazy Constellation 1, but it's not all of them, unfortunately. It's only like a couple of them. Okay, so yeah, let me check that. Usually Constellation is good right now. Usually Constellation good. Constellation 1 is trash, actually. Why Constellation 1 is good? Because it that Constellation open the way to Constellation 2. That's it. Usually Constellation 1 is bad. Only couple characters like has pretty good Constellation. It's Hotao, it's Nuvalet, it's not bad Constellation. It's Kinich, actually. Mavuika is not bad Constellation 1. Skirk is actually also not crazy, but at least it's increased her damage a little bit, you know. But usually Constellation 1 is kind of mid. It's not powerful. For example, like Raiden, Constellation 1, it's not so good, but it opens the way to Constellation 2, which is actually broken as hell. When it comes to Al-Haytham, his Constellation 1 is actually terrible as hell. So no, usually it's not. Only couple characters going for buy. PP is this patch. What weapon should I? Oh yeah, just about the weapons. Keep then. So that's Tsaritsa and then like yeah. If I'm not go for Tsaritsa C2, I will probably skip Inefa or Mit. If I'm going for Tsaritsa, no, like in that case, go for Inefa. Inefa will be definitely like good for your account. You have flins, you have columbina. You need to build sucrose, and that's it. And actually, you don't need to. Now, you need to build sucrose, not completely, but it's better to build her at least level 70, you know. And what was that? By the way, I'm gone. This patch. So yeah, like what was that? Another one. So Tsaritsa is Constellation 1. Usually C1 is done. So, by the way, I'm going to buy. Oh yeah, about battle pass weapon. Wait for that. You know why? Let's say like that. Unfortunately, for upcoming battle pass weapons, they are not so good at R1. So yeah, that's a problem. They are kinda mid at R1, and you need to go for R5 to make them like slightly better than options we have. Again, hoyoverse made this Snezhnaya super greedy. Like, you know, like forget that old times when you went for example, like this weapon R1 is alright. It gives you crit rate, yes, less damage, but it's still useful. Like Deathmatch is actually a crazy weapon, even at R1. This one is good enough. This one is okay, actually. It gives you like pretty like elemental mastery and 32% damage, like HP increase. It's actually cool, you know. You don't even need, yes, with high investment, with high refinement, it's better. But again, it's good, you know. This one actually cool. Crit rate again, elemental mastery. Yes, it has some condition, but also this one is not bad. Gives you some healing. You know, like OG weapons are pretty good. When it comes to new ones, unfortunately, you can like they will be alright again, but R5 is like definitely will be way better and way more useful like than R1. Unfortunately, you know, that's a problem. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's better I get BP this patch. Oh, yeah, like in any case, go for battle pass, but just keep that weapon selection stuff for better times, you know, because let's say like that, it's still, you can get it in the middle of that stuff here, right? This one gives you a weapon. It's right, like not in the middle, it's like, yeah. I will go for BP next time as well. Like next patch as well, so we'll see. I don't know like which weapon is better, to be fair. You know why? It's a little bit difficult question because yeah, Sword might be okay, claymore might be okay, you know. But again, it depends, because if you don't go for battle passes all the time, like at least like more often, then for you selection might be pretty crucial. Alright, so yeah, let's just find it real quick. Mirak, come on. Come on, Mirak, 10 minutes. Mirak, 10 minutes. Okay, this one. Oh, 5 substance. 5 substats. Yeah, I keep the 5 sub stuff actually, like, because it's like 5 substats, you know. Like, I would suggest you to keep that 5 substats. 4 one, but it's actually like gives like, it's alright because of energy. It's like pretty well. This one is actually cool. Okay, I have a lot of like this shit. This one is. Okay, alright. Let's do it like that. I don't want, you know why I'm watching for oh, we can do what? Actually, let's say like that. Let's level this one up and then decide what to do. Right? Okay. Okay. You see, attack immediately? Okay, just kidding. It should be attack anyway. Okay, let's level up to level maybe 16 something. Okay, attack, nice. It's already good. Okay, it's going to be level 12. Alright, crit rate. Oh, it's already trash. Oh, let's do it level 16 anyway. Okay, I don't want to do like more than it needs to get crit damage. Now I'll keep, like, you know why it's actually so bad, so bad. Win piece, come on. I don't for BP a lot. Oh yeah, if you don't go for BP a lot, then yeah, for you it's might be crucial. So I would suggest you to just like wait. And like, you know why? I heard that sword is okay. It's pretty good. But it's only weapons pretty good now, like, yeah. Okay, let's get like flat attack immediately. Nice! You see? It's flat attack. I will keep that piece anyway, because you know why? At least I didn't spend a lot. Okay. Screw you! Okay. I will keep that because it's a 5 substats, you know, and also it has a high like initial rolls. So yeah, I don't have so many. I still have good flowers. So yeah, like this one is actually not so bad. Unfortunately, it's not attack. Would be nice to get attack, and also it has 5 substats, right? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's just do this one, and maybe that's it for today. By the way, about the Friday, maybe I will be online, I don't know. Because, you know, it depends on the stream, and it depends on my schedule. Yeah, at the moment it's a little bit like tricky. But we'll see. It's possible, because if stream is going to be crazy as hell, and they will show us Piero is like a super crazy character, then maybe I will be online. We'll see. Damn, I wish like I had that luck. What do you mean? The new BP polearm looks like Tsaritsa signature. Oh, I usually save resources. You like, yeah. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Yeah, like let's say like that. Like luck. You really think that's a luck? Because I mean, it's not a luck. You just need to. Come on, Mirak. What's it? You really think that's a luck? I don't know. Maybe. It's definitely a reshaped client, you know? Let's say like that. I recently reshaped like This one was lucky one, that's not gonna lie. This one was cool. Unfortunately HP instead of attack, but I didn't reshape that. I reshaped this one, and I reshaped this one. And unfortunately this one also went kinda okay, but not well. You see? 2 rolls into crit rate, 1 rolls into attack. Just imagine like all of them went into crit damage, like I mean attack and defense. Oh my god, that would be nice. Now I have no feathers whatsoever. Unfortunately, I spent all of them. And next one, by the way, is 3 substats. Oh, it's 4. Damn, bro, that's crazy. It's so fast. Damn. Alright, actually, you know what? Making this piece crazy, it's not a bad idea. Why? It has 5 substats. It's a... We'll see what it's 5. I completely forgot about that. So I need 2 feathers, and actually I can get 1 at least, you know, by just grabbing this stuff. I need to open a couple chests and grab this one and open that vault. Alright, yeah. Head to the treasure vault. Yeah, it's right here, you see? And open it. At least you're getting pieces. Save that for mavuika. Save over mavuika. Now, I bought mavuika. I don't think so. My mavuika is actually good, to be fair. But my mavuika has a problem. She has 303 elemental mastery. Attack pretty good. She has 36 and 50. Actually, she's not bad. And with her signature, which gives additional stuff. The problem is, when I need to play an overloaded teams, I don't have good sands to play with. So yeah, I got this crazy one, if you remember. Like, I don't know if I told it. That one was artifact transmuter client, you know. I was super lucky. Energy recharge, which is actually useless. Crit rate, crit damage would be nice to get a tag. Not gonna lie, but it's like went crazy. And actually, I didn't use any feathers. I just leveled it up, and it went like that. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I have a video about that, but I haven't posted. But when it comes to overloaded teams, yeah, my build is trash. Do 2 standard pulls? No, definitely no. Okay, you're crazy about that. You have an addiction. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget about like 300 primogems on Friday because of a special program. Also, don't forget about the codes. You can check the codes in the description. Couple codes, couple Mora, couple primogems. So yeah, why not? You know. And yeah, don't forget to do Miliastra. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining, and bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
It's about time we threw another tea party, don't you think? I wonder who else is free.